Hi everybody, it's Ellen. I have another tutorial for you, and this time I'm going to show you how to make the cutest little basket that'll be just in time for Easter. This one's even got a little Easter grass in there. It's very simple to make, I think. It's on one loom in the regular setup, so anybody can make one. And I have, this is kind of the normal one, and this one I added the Easter grass on the bottom. This one I put beads around the top, around the outside. And this one I did some wrapping of the bands around. They all kind of have a little bit different shape to them, if you'll notice. This one's kind of puffed out a little bit, and I think that it's really because of the banding, wrapping it around. It just kind of changed the shape a little bit. This one kind of puffs out a little bit too because of the beads. This one doesn't have anything on it, so it's just kind of more straight. And this one, it's actually because I closed them all differently, because the bottom is open once we get finished, and then we have to close it different. There's different ways that you can close it. So I'll show you how to make one of these, and we'll get started here. So like I said, just one loom, regular setup, and we're going to start by, turn this one on its side here. We're going to start by making the, what is the white bottom on this basket. So it's just one band, and we're going to start on the right side and just go all the way up the loom. Like that, and then come back to the beginning, and the next color we're going to lay is this first black layer on this basket, and basically we're just going to do a zigzag all the way up the loom on this side. So starting here at this pin, just go to the outside and then come back in, and just do that all the way up the loom. Like so. I'm going to push these down as you come back to the beginning. And the next layer that'll go on is the kind of the burgundy stripe here in the basket. And we're going to do the same thing, just another zigzag pattern up the loom. Just like this, and you'll stop there and come back to the beginning again. Like that. And then the next layer here is the edge of the basket, right here, the black. This is 2 bands. And we're just going to go straight up this side of the loom, up the left side, with 2 bands. And it's these bands that if you want to add some details to the top edge of the basket, like if you want to put beads on, You put beads in the center here. You want to do the wrapping around of bands, that's where you put them right here. And if you want to leave them plain, you just put 2 bands on. Like that. So now we need to make the handle of the basket, and it's just a basically a fishtail with double bands. So let's make it on our hook. So 2 bands, wrap it around your hook once, then take 2 more bands and pull it through. And we need to have, I guess, the cap band and then 12 more, or 12 total of the ones we pull through. So 2, 3, 4, and if you want to add beads or something to this, I mean, if it's easier to do on the loom, you could do that too. You could just push down the side of this and use it if you need to. Trapped a band. There we go. And that's 12. So the cap band and then 12 bands more, double banded. So what we'll do is we're going to turn our loom around, so we're by the non-red arrow side, and the side of the loom, which should be on the right, that has the double bands on it, we're going to take our open end of our fishtail here that we made, and we're going to put it on this first pin like an end cap. Like that. And then just kind of try not to twist it, because you'll twist, I mean, maybe it'll look good twisted, I don't know, but try not to twist it, and then bring it down to the 7th pin on your loom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you're going to take the end cap that we had, stretch that out, and put it over that pin. So we have the open end of the fishtail on this pin, and then 7 pins down from the beginning we have the cap band from the fishtail. And now we can start looming. So we're going to go in through our end cap here. We're going to loom this first row of the double bands. Like this. So just don't get the bands below. like that. Then come back to the beginning, and we're going to loom the next row of bands out through the kind of end caps we created from the last row. So you stick your hook here in the beginning, and then just pull these back towards themselves all the way down. Like that, and come back to the beginning again, and we're going to do the next row the same way. We're going to loom out of the kind of end caps we created right here. Like that. Now we'll come back to the beginning again, and we're just going to loom up the left side here, that one band. Like that. So now we have everything loomed. Our handle's in there. So now we could take this off. I'm just going to use a different hook. So just right here is the only open corner. So just stick your hook through there and pull it off. Kind of give it a good stretch out. So that's what it'll look like right now. So now we need to make it round, and how I like to connect these, as you can see, I have my blue kind of perimeter band on the bottom, and then there's the green filling bands. I want to get these green filling bands on the other side in the middle here, so it just kind of looks more uniform. So it's just I take off the first 3 bands. Obviously you can close this how you want, C-clip it together or however you want to do that, but this is just how I close it. So I'm going to take off the first 3 bands. Get this around here. Take off the first 3 bands, hold them. And it gets a little squishy, but I want these 2 bands here through my hook, like that, and then I'll just put this other end back on. So now it should be a little bit more continuous when we have the outside done. So I'm going to take a color that matches my light blue here for the perimeter and pull that through. And what I actually do is I stick it back through the next perimeter band over, and then just pull that all through so I'm on one side here. And now, I guess I should say that because this basket is the same on both sides, when I'm working with this Now I should say this basket is the same on both sides, but if you like to add the beads and stuff, your inside will look different than your outside at times, so kind of be aware of that as you're doing this next couple parts here, if you close it like I do. Basically the way I look at this is that right now I'm working on the inside of the basket, because when I'm all done tying this together, I'm going to flip it back the other way so you can't see any of my knots, you can't see where bands might be kind of goofy or connected funny. So I'm considering the outside, so I'm just going to pull this through and tighten it up. And I'm just going to leave it like that for right now. Now we do need to connect the top part of the basket together. So if you look at the fishtail here, there's a spot right in between here that we want to get a band through. And I'm actually going to come up from the inside, or from below, however you look at it, stick my hook through, pull a band through, just so it's kind of sitting there. And I'm going to put my hook through the top layer over here on the other open side. And I'm going to hang back onto this band over here, stick my hook through this band that we had pulled through on the other side, pull it through over here, and now I can close this. So let's put both ends back on my hook and close it. Like that. So I can turn this back around to the good side, and you see how it's closed. Pretty good. You can't see really where it's closed too well. So that's that. But now there's a big hole in our basket, so we got to fix that. Obviously, if you don't like how I close it, you can do it your own way. For this one, what we're going to do is close it with the Easter grass in the center. So what we're going to do is turn the basket back inside out, so that the inside of our basket is now on the outside. And just kind of stretch a little bit. Now what I'm going to do is just kind of squish it in half, and I'm going to take my hook and basically right across from each other you have the bands in the middle here. What you're going to do is take the loop that's on the outside, or towards the outside of the basket, put your hook through there, and then you'll take the outside loop on the other side, like that. Then we'll take two bands and throw them around. Two bands. Okay, so that hook doesn't want to work for me. Two bands. And pull them through. Put the other end back on your hook, and you're just going to knot it. So pull the first side through the second part, and just pull it tight, like that. Now you do the same thing again. Put your hook through this side here, and then over here you put it through this side. Get two bands. Pull it through. Put the other end back on your hook, and then pull that first part through the second part, and just knot it. And you're going to do about 5 of them, and then you can always go back in later and add more if you want more grass in the center, but this will just definitely close it. So in through this first side, and in over here, two bands, pull it through, put the other end on the hook, and then pull this side through, knot it. It gets a little tighter as you close off more of it, but here's the first side and the other side. 2 bands, pull through, and just knot it. And then we'll do one more. So the first side, and then the second side. And then just knot it. So now it looks like this. I just kind of pull them tight again. Like that. Then I go in and take a pair of scissors and just put them through the loops and cut it. Like that. I'm actually going to tie this off too real quick. You can hide these how you want, but I just kind of want them hidden real quick before I turn this back the other way, so otherwise they kind of poke out and you kind of lose the glory of the beautiful Easter grass inside of the basket. So alright, so then when you have that done, flip it back to the other side. There's what your bottom will look like, and then the inside. And just kind of stretch it out. Goofy band. Like that. So closing this way kind of turns it into a little bit more of an oval shape, but I think it still works, especially for kind of an Easter basket type deal. Apparently I forgot one. Like that. Then I made, they're nothing super special, but what I call Easter eggs, I guess, from afar, so far, far away. They kind of look like little Easter eggs. And I'll show you how I did that. It's not, I'm sure you could figure out a better way, maybe, but I just took 4 bands. I did try them with bands that weren't jelly, and they kind of stuck together more, so it was harder to make them, but put 4 bands on your hook, twist it around once, then again, and just kind of bunch it up. Try and get the crosses on one side, and then take another band and slide all this on there. So you just kind of look and find a side that looks pretty good for not too bumpy or have the cross pieces in it. So I'll go this way. So I think this side looks alright here, so I'm just going to kind of turn it a little bit. Put the other end of the hook, or other band on the other end of the hook. And just kind of make a little knot. So I pull this through, pull it tight, like that. Then this end that's open, I just take it and pull it up over the middle of the egg. And just kind of hide it in the center. It's not going to stay forever, it's not perfect by any means, but gives you the appearance of a little egg, so you can have some in your Easter baskets, or baskets, however you want to look at them, I guess. So, but I think it's adorable too. So, but that is my tutorial for my baskets. I definitely appreciate you watching. I hope you like them. I think they're pretty cute, and I haven't seen anything like it yet. So, I will have some more tutorials for you soon. I'm always kind of coming up with different things now besides just bracelets. So, we'll see how this all goes. But again, thank you for watching, and I'll have more tutorials soon.